Hello everyone, this is NICK54222. As you may see right now, Aki's Yoshi is on the screen. This is going to be my face. Well, not technically, but I just don't want people to see my face, even though this is going to be seen by friends of mine, or you guys, or fans of mine. It depends. But anyway, for those of you who don't know, I am NICK54222. If you see my Facebook, you'll say NICK54222 on the link. But this is not what I'm talking about. I'm here to talk about something that has happened, during the school year I was in, last year. During my first year of high school, there were many tragedies, and the first thing I'm talking about is the first one. Well, not tell you the first one, the one that came 4 months ago. Most of you should know that. That's right. This is Dennis Kee. On August 26th, 2013, he was hit by a car. An accident. Not technically an accident. Oh, yeah, it was an accident. Just sorry, that guys just can't say things right. Whatever. As I was saying, he was hit by a car, and basically, most of you who are my friends were very sad about this. Sorry if you hear that. My parents are doing something, but right now, I want to talk about what's going on. Okay. So, many people got sad about this death. It even broke their hearts. I knew that they would break their hearts because basically, this was a good friend to them. They lost their friend. But this woman caused the death. I forget her name, but this one killed him. And she was drunk driving, and also texting, according to news reports. So, you guys now know what caused Dennis Kee to sadly die and have a tragedy on April 26th. Not August, April 26th. That's just a correction. So, let's talk about this. Alcohol is a drink that's bad for you. Well, you don't have to have it if you don't want to, but allow me to explain what else. Alcohol can affect your body. Drinking alcohol will lead your brain to a loss of coordination, poor judgment, slowed reflexes, distorted vision, loss of memory, and even blackouts. Your heart, drinking hard alcohol, could cause your blood pressure to rise, increase your heart rate, cause your heart to beat normally, and increase the size of your heart. Your stomach. You're putting empty calories into your body, which could cause weight gain. If you drink too much, you may vomit because alcohol is toxic. Drinking alcohol can also cause stomach ulcers and cancer. Drinking alcohol could cause diseases such as cirrhosis. It could also cause hepatitis, inflamed liver, or even cancer, liver cancer, which weakens the liver's ability to clot and keep our blood free from poisons and bacteria. And reproductive system. Heavy drinking causes painful periods, heavy flow, discomfort before your period, PMS, and irregular periods, not getting your period when you're supposed to. Drinking also raises the risk of getting sexually assaulted and having unsafe sex. Well, I guess that's the danger of alcohol. That is, seriously. That's why you shouldn't drink alcohol. So please, don't DUI. In other words, drive under the influence. See what he's doing? Other than the cigarette, he's driving and drinking alcohol. And it said it will lead to loss of coordination. That's why he's going to have bad driving. It could lead to this, or this, or truthfully, even this. Those are actual people. Right there. So, you think that they're gonna have a problem after this? Let me just say it quickly. The problem is that these guys are gonna get in trouble for doing this. When they drive under influence, they could lose their house, lose their car, or even lose everything. Dennis Kee was hit by a drunk driver. He was a victim. And he was very young. He wasn't even out of middle school when he got hit by the car. He was in 8th grade. Pendle Middle School is his school. He was in 8th grade currently, and that was the last middle school grade in North Penn. In 9th grade, that's when high school starts. He sadly died before he even got to 9th grade. And this is what happened to the person who killed Dennis Kee. She got arrested. And this is you guys, for those of you who knew Dennis Kee. Look at your faces. Or those faces, if you don't know them. Look how sad they are. They lost a friend. Now imagine what would happen if people related to victims of drunk driving had the same expression. That would be very sad, huh? How would it feel to lose a friend, a family member? In my opinion, the worst victim of a drunk driving incident is children. Children are the worst victims. And by worst, I mean worst person to lose. The person you don't want to lose at all. Children are starting their lives, and if you hit them while driving drunk, you can end their life before they even get started. They're in school. They haven't even started their life. They could have actually helped our world. They could have solved stuff. Why would they do this? Well, let's just move on. And by they, I mean people driving drunk. That's pretty harsh, huh? Well, yeah, I know it's harsh. It's really harsh to see someone die. Especially a loved one or even children. Children, for goodness sakes. But the person who killed Dennis Kee did more than just drive drunk. She was texting and driving. This is texting, right? Well, can you tell me what's wrong with this picture? Yes. They're texting and they're not paying attention on the road. They're about to hit those kids on the screen. Seriously, if kids are involved in that attack, they could die. Do you want a kid to die? I don't think so. That's just wrong. Seriously, drunk driving, texting and driving, that's just wrong. Seriously, that is just wrong. Because it could actually kill human beings on our planet. It could end their life, and people will not like it. And the person who drives will not like it because he'll get punished by the law. Now, there's another thing I want to talk about that happened the past school year. And most of you should know that this actually occurred 1 week before people claimed the world was going to end. That's right. Before the world was going to end, someone came to Sandy Hook Elementary School and shot down elementary school students and teachers. This is Adam Lanza, the murderer of these people. Look at the ages of the majority of these people. They did not live for more than 10 years. They didn't even live as long as 10 years. That was too short. This man made their lives way too short. Seriously. They could have done stuff to help our world. They could have, helped find cures for diseases. They could have helped with politics. But no. They had to get shot by someone who planned to kill his mother. I'm pretty sure that's why, but why would he actually shoot a bunch of kids? That's just wrong. No kid deserves to die early. They were just young. Now, those 3 things we just saw, texting and driving, drunk driving, shooting children, like shooting people in general, all of that are bad choices. And every bad choice is sort of a consequence. So, let's review what I've talked about so far in this video. No alcoholic beverages. In other words, no alcohol. Alcohol could really mess you up. You don't want to get messed up. It can mess up and ruin your life. You don't want your life to be ruined. But if your friends manage to drink alcohol and remain fine, then try to remember this. Make sure the person who's driving is sober. In other words, that person doesn't drink alcohol, or else they get pulled over and lose the house, lose the car. Yeah. Texting and driving, it can wait. Don't text and drive. And that obviously means to keep your eyes on the road. You want to keep your eyes on the road just so you don't get into accidents. But ultimately, the main thing is to keep calm and make the right choice. And especially make the right choice. The choices we make now depends. It really depends. It can actually change our future. The choices we make now could save a life. Or even a ton of lives. We have to make the right choices. The right choices can actually save lives. If you don't make the right choice, bad things can happen. Making you in trouble, and worse. Bad things can make people cause other people to die. We can't stop this madness. All we can do is prevent it. And we can't even revive someone. We're not God. We can't do this. We're not like Jesus Christ or the Savior. We can't revive someone. Dennis can't revive. We can't bring him back. It's just so sad. It just makes me want to cry. And made me want to cry too. He was a good friend to you guys. His life sadly ended too early. April 26, 2013 was too early to let Dennis Kee die. But we can't change time. All we can do is prevent a disaster like this from happening. However, some people will not know this stuff, and they'll do this stuff. All we can do is prevent it in the future. Tell your kids not to use drugs or alcohol. Don't drive and drink alcohol. Water's fine, but seriously, you shouldn't eat food because that could probably make you lose your concentration on the road. Don't text and drive, and most importantly, don't do anything stupid, like go to an elementary school and kill a ton of kids, because that's just wrong. Seriously, I'm saying it again. The choices we make now can make the future change. So, what happens in the future depends on what we do now. Yeah, I said it. What we do now is what the future depends on. And that's all I have to say. The hurricane wasn't really a disaster made by a human being, because it was actually a tropical disaster. This is just disasters that can happen by own human carelessness. Not really carelessness, but human actions. So please, try to know what I said in this video. Tell this to your kids. I'm saying this again. Make the right choice. It is up to you to make the choices that will depend on the future. Make the right choice, and make the future bright, or else you will make the future a dreadful one. I am NICK54222, and I say this one more time. You're responsible for your own choices. Make the right choice now and have a better future. Hope you learned from this lesson. That's all I have to say. Thank you, and enjoy your life.